What's up, homies? Music is coming to VeVe in March, and this could be the vertical that jumpstarts the VeVe platform. In early March, the VeVe team will be attending the world famous South by Southwest Music Festival in Austin, Texas, and the Ron English Jukeboxes will be dropping on VeVe. Now, disclaimer, heads up, I'm only
You
about
sure about that?
99% sure about
You
this.
sure
It
about
hasn't
that
been
stuff,
officially
boy?
confirmed by VeVe yet, but let me explain why this is breaking news and not just speculation. The strongest evidence I have is David Yu himself. We had a meeting last week, me and him, where he told me that the VeVe team will be attending the upcoming South by Southwest festival and that there will be some very exciting drops that week. I think he even mentioned there are going to be new verticals, but I don't remember his exact words. So it's kind of like a UFO sighting. If you're the only one who saw it and heard it and there's no footage, it's not strong evidence to anybody except you. In the article, David Yu is quoted as saying, "We're going to be releasing a beautiful jukebox, and then you can start buying digital records. It's going to be vinyl records, but digital vinyl records, so you can start listening to the music and you'll own one of those rare records with the album cover. It has your serial numbers on it, it has the year it was minted as a digital collectible, and you can play it so it has utility." When the giant Omi Homie Der VV Meister tweeted about this interview, David Yu quote tweeted him with parodied Jefferson Starship lyrics. These VeVe jukeboxes are not a new concept. We've had hints that they were coming soon for over a year, particularly from the artist who is designing them, that's Ron English.
Oh no, it's music based. We have a
Oh,
whole
nice.
strategy. I
That's
worked out the
awesome.
strategy, and they're working out the tech aspect of it now. But I think it's an original idea. Nobody else has seemed to come up with this idea. You know, it doesn't mean that somebody won't come up with it tomorrow. Again, you know, yeah,
It's just
everything's being invented. Like the thing that I'm working on with them, we have 8 tech guys working on it, and there's still no timeline on because it's we're creating technology to do things that haven't been done, and we need technology that doesn't exist to do it. So it's
yeah,
kind of interesting, yeah. But
yeah.
yeah, we're excited too because now we're starting. We're the reason we have 8 tech guys working is we're getting ready to do our music stuff on VV. So
Yes.
And during these interviews with Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect YouTube channel, a lot of information was given for how this digital music and the jukeboxes will work on VeVe.
yeah, it's a jukebox, but you purchase the jukebox, which you know we haven't come up with all the numbers on everything yet, but it's kind of going to be the crack pipe. So it's not. We don't want to make the jukebox super expensive, and we don't want to make it limited edition. But it also has a lot of gaming aspects. So as like when you enable your rabbits, my band is rabbits with 3 B's.
Yeah.
I kind of misspell it to get to it, like everything else in my world. But each album, you know, sometimes there are like 28 songs that constitutes an album, and each one tells a story from Delusionville, my world. And so if you're able to collect, it'll be released as 45. So if you're able to
Oh,
collect,
wow.
you know, all 29 45s that constitute the record and tells the story, then we have a music box that's like a little weird little merry-go-round thing with the characters on it. And for each album, there'll be a different merry-go-round. So that'll be the chase. And it'll seem easier to get than it actually will be, because what happens is, you know, if you offer 5,000 of each 45 and somebody decides they're going to buy 2,000, you know, it's going to be hard to get to the end of it, you know.
So, although there hasn't been an official announcement from VeVe yet, I'm pretty sure they're going to be attending the upcoming South by Southwest Music Festival, and digital music will be dropped on the VeVe app for the first time. South by Southwest Festival is the largest and most popular music festival in the entire United States. But it's not just a music festival. South by Southwest has three parts: music, film, and interactive. The festival started back in 1987 and it takes place every year in Austin, Texas in early March. This year, the South by Southwest Festival takes place from March 8th until March 16th. Although it has grown into the largest music festival in the United States, the Interactive Festival has grown to a point where it gets more attendance now than the music festival. In 2022, the NFT project Doodles offered an interactive experience at South by Southwest that ended up being very popular. And last year, one of the most popular events at the South by Southwest Interactive Festival was an immersive event put on by Fluff House that allowed attendees to learn about and interact with NFTs and other Web3 technology in virtual reality. So this is a big deal for VeVe, and it's the perfect place to release the combination of art and music of the Ron English Digital Jukeboxes. It's a vertical that a lot of users are going to be excited about, and we all know it's coming, But now it's time to do a little bit of speculation. Will the music from Ron English's band, The Rabbits, be available on these jukeboxes? Will we get non-fungible wonderful albums on VeVe? Will we be getting artists featured at this year's South by Southwest Music Festival like Rawayana, Giovanni and the Hired Guns, and Rafi Cho? And will we be getting artists who are household names and could bring in whole new fan bases? Last year's Ron English interview with Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect might be able to answer that last question.
As we speak this week, Spotify is kind of getting a lot of heat and putting horrible information out there and getting people killed, and he couldn't care less. But that's a whole nother issue. But a lot of the artists are jumping off of Spotify now in solidarity with Neil Young. But also they don't pay you. So as an artist, I mean, how does it feel like if all your favorite bands, you know that, they sold 5 million records on Spotify and they got $11.15. It's like, that's mortifying. It's like, it's great that guy's becoming a multi-billionaire, but I think, and this is just me, but for me, it's like, I want to think that the artists I love are being compensated for, and so I think that's why this play that we're going to make with VeVe is going to be super important. It'd be nice if we had it up and running now, because we could probably sign a lot of those Spotify bands that are, turning tail, because, it's going to be the opposite kind of vibe. It's going to be matching the fans and the artists together to where we're actually collaborating, I love a certain band. I'm actually, it's important that I'm a fan, and my interaction with them and participation is important, and it's part of the making them. Especially with young bands, the fans now will get to be the difference between whether they make it or not. You have to have a vote.
How big would VeVe blow up if they dropped digital albums from some of the biggest artists in the world like Drake, Ed Sheeran, or even Taylor Swift? David Yu's recent tweet featured lyrics from the Jefferson Starship classic song We Built This City. And classic music is licensed out in the same way that characters are. So buying and owning the only copy of classic songs on the blockchain may become the preferred way of collecting music in the future. One artist I'm pretty sure will be dropping music on VeVe for the Jukebox is Steve Aoki. Back in June of 2021, Ron English did an interview for the Facebook VeVe group in which he stated that VeVe is looking to do something with Steve Aoki and himself collaborating. And if you're unaware of Steve Aoki, he is currently one of the most popular DJs in the entire world. Another feature that has been confirmed by David Yu, but I haven't heard much talk about from the VeVe community, is being able to listen to your VeVe albums in your drivable vehicles. During the same interview we talked about earlier in this video with Caffeine from less than a month ago, David Yu stated that VeVe has a range of vehicles, so you could buy music, put it in the car, and it will play as you control the car. This is all big news for VeVe, but don't be going out and buying your tickets to South by Southwest 2024 just yet. We haven't had an official confirmation by VeVe that they will be attending, but you can guarantee that adding licensed music to the VeVe roster is going to get people's attention. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all at the next VeVe Drop Day live stream. Later.
Yeah, this is a blast.
Yeah. Have you ever tried any drops in VeVe yet?
Tried any what?
Any drops in VeVe? Have you tried a drop? Like any drops?
What's a drop? What do you mean?
In the VeVe app, you haven't tried a drop to get a piece yet?
Oh, well, if I tried to get a piece.
Yeah, like in the app.
No. Usually, David helps me get pieces. I probably shouldn't tell you that, but I don't know if I would. I did watch the video of that guy that teaches you how to beat the system and get a piece, and then on his instructional video, he didn't get the piece. So I don't know.
What did he say?